Hey y'all, welcome to a new video. So this video is going to be the end of declutter season. It's done. I'm not going through my nail polish right now. I'll do that closer to the Indie Polish and Beauty Expo in July. But today we're going to talk about my individual shadows. We're going to talk about my singles and my eyeliners and the few brow products I have in here. So grab a snack, grab a chair, grab a friend, consensually grab your friend. Don't touch them without consent. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Rachel. I'm an artist, I'm neurodivergent, I'm also disabled, and I love beauty. But at this point in my life, I feel like I have too much and I need to pare down. So in my last eyeshadow declutter, I actually put on all of my eyeshadow palettes. And I left out this guy because he was in my everyday makeup bin and I forgot. I don't know what this is called. This is from Nova. It's an Asian beauty brand. And this little palette is so useful and it's so stinking cute that I'm gonna keep it. It's not gonna go away. I'm gonna clear off the rest of my surface and then we can get to talking about the rest of these. Let's talk liners first because I feel like I'm going to make some good progress with this bin. Okay, first thing, I'm going to get rid of these Make Beauty blade lines. I have used up my own shade, but I do have refills that are not my shade. Also, this packaging is terrible. The lids come off. They're not, no. But there is plenty of product left in there. So I'm going to pass these along. I'll sanitize the top and I'll pass these along because they're a beautiful formula. I'm just not using these and I have found other brow products that I like much better. All right, stuff that is obviously going to stay. So this is the NYX Jumbo Pencil in white. I don't use this very often, but when I want it, I want it. I don't have anything else like this. I got rid of Canvas by Hindash a while ago, and I replaced it with something a little easier to use, which is the NYX Jumbo Stick. This is in Milk, by the way. It's not from Milk Makeup, it's from NYX, so it's drugstore. I have a lot of Make Beauty stuff. I just got rid of their blade lines. However, their Continuum Gel eyeliner in Halo and Gamma Ray. Halo is really unique. It's this beautiful cool toned purple taupe that I haven't seen anywhere else. I haven't seen this shade in any other eyeliner collections. There is a taupe in Sarah Creel's line that I'm interested in playing with, but it's like 30 some odd dollars and I don't want to pay that much for it. This is Gamma Ray. Gamma Ray is the exact same color as my eyes. And when I really want my green eyes to pop, I will line them with Gamma Ray. So these two are gonna stay. Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. I really like this liner. I like the formula. I like the color. The problem is that when I try to use it, I find it makes my eyes look red, like in a sickly, spooky, stoned manner. So maybe I will hang on to it. I'll give it another try. And if I hate it, I will declutter it. These liners from L'Oreal. Look, these have been through the stuff. They probably need to be sharpened. I just saw my sharpener. Where is it? There it is. Okay. So the nice thing about these liners is all you have to do is sharpen them and they should come back to life. Nope. Okay. So this is the Burgundy Infallible Pro Last eyeliner. This is the burgundy shade. It's gonna go and it's not gonna get passed along. It's just gonna get trashed because that's what it does. It's old, it's probably dried up. Let's try the bronze shade. All right, the bronze is still nice and creamy. It blends nicely. Yeah, that can stay. Okay, this came in a K-Beauty haul and I just completely forgot I had it. This is an art class pencil and it just broke. I don't know what this is good for. I think it's supposed to be an eye crayon, but I can't ever get it to work for me. I don't know what this is or what it's meant to do. When I put it on my eyes, it looks really ashy and gross. I don't love it. Maybe one of my friends can get use out of it. This is one of the Sephora pencil eyeliners. This is in Love Story. Talk about shades that make my eyes pop. This deep plum purple. I cannot even tell you how much I love this. You can see how much of the pencil I've used. I'm going to keep plugging away and using it until it's dried up or it's gone. This Sephora crayon, it's really pretty. I just don't think of it. I just don't think of it. So this is going to go to, this is the Sephora Colorful something eye crayon in, I don't know what shade. The type is too little for me to read and I cannot find my magnifying glass, but it's still functional to the point where I can sharpen it, sanitize it, pass it on to a friend. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Color Chameleon. I don't know what shade this is. I don't remember. I really love this, but there's so little of it left. I think I'm just gonna call it done. I think I am going to call it done. I don't know if I'm going to replace it. That will be a decision for like a Sephora sale or a Charlotte Tilbury website sale. I'll have to see if I miss it. That right there is the proviso. I'll have to wait and see if I miss it. I mean, I will say those Charlotte Tilbury eyeliners and the Sephora, they don't want to come off with just micellar water and a microfiber cloth. I saved these for last because I don't know what I'm going to do with them. These are from JD Glow, which is a brand that no longer exists. And I've had these for quite some time. I'm going to swatch them and see how the formula has worn. I know some of these are really good. I think a couple of these are a little goopy and it might be time to say goodbye. So we're going to start with these two matte liners. This is in Eye Live and the purple is Neon Purple. We're going to start with the purple. I love purple eyeliner. Ooh, okay. That is still usable. It's not gunky, it's not pilling, it's not balling up. It spreads on nice and even. So that's gonna stay. I Live or I Live, I don't know. It's a little patchy, but I want to say that's how it always was. These colors are kind of hard to formulate, but I don't really have anything like this. I have Gamma Ray, but that's it. So I want to keep this. I do use it periodically. I think of it. I remember that it exists in my Makeup Mind Palace. All right, here we have Shooketh. This is my second tube of this, and I am so bummed I can't replace it. And Geometrix. I think it's Geometrix. I'm not sure. But these are really beautiful multi-chrome eyeliners. That look and feel just like a little thicker, maybe a little bit of a thicker spread. Shooketh. Shooketh has been in my life for a very long time, and I do not want to say goodbye. It's a little goopy, but fortunately for me, I have some Inglot Duraline. I'm going to put a drop or two in here and see if that helps thin it out. There we go. Put the lid on, give it a nice good shake, and let it reabsorb. And I'm pretty sure that this will be back to its poiky self in no time. So all four of these are gonna stay. I am hesitant to declutter any of them because they are really unique. They're a different formula, and they're a brand that I really loved and enjoyed patronizing. And I feel like over the next few years, the products that I have from them are going to start to go off. And that makes me very, very sad. So I'm trying to increase the wear time of, if I can increase the wear time of these eyeliners, that will give me some solace in remembering this brand that I really loved. Oh, I feel like I've lost a family member. But that is eyeliners and brow products. I don't remember how many I had. The Anastasia can stay in there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I forgot I also have this black lacquer liner from L'Oreal. I have been playing more and more with winged eyeliner. I've been playing with this, and it's the only gel eyeliner that I own. So I'm gonna keep it. So that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 eyeliners. I can live with that number. I can live with that number very happily. Up next, we are going to discuss this bin of single eyeshadows. Some of these are creams. We have one duo, but I have some decisions to make here. So, Boy Tears. This has been in my collection for a very long time and is mostly... Is that dried up? I don't think so. Hindash recently re-released his color fluids. So it's been in like the last week that he's re-released these. And it makes me want to play with Boy Tears more. I am going to do the Duraline thing and add a couple drops because it does feel pretty dry. But I honestly thought I was going to declutter this. And now I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I'm contemplating replacing Carve because it was one of my favorite contour and bronzer products for a long time. But I think Boy Tears is still usable. So we'll see how this goes in the next few months. If it gets into December and I haven't used it, then I will declutter it. So I do a declutter every 6 months. So we're currently in June. I will do my next declutter near the end of 2026. Okay, let's talk this little Natasha Denona duo. I do occasionally, I keep this in my everyday makeup bag, my makeup bin, and I will occasionally reach for either the matte or the shimmer. This matte is really special. I like Natasha Denona's matte formula. It's a little looser, and it works best with a natural fiber brush. But I do think of these, I want to say this pink is just a tad blue toned for my tastes, but I've gotten rid of so much already. I'm going to give myself permission to keep this and to keep using it. I mean, look at Boy Tears. I just wiped my hand down with my cellar water and it does not want to budge. All right, we have a couple random, these are not eyeshadows. One of these is an eye primer. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer. It's the only one I have. I don't love it. I find it a little fiddly to work with. You get a lot of product and it's really, really opaque. I may just buy another tube of the NYX glitter glue the next time I'm at the drugstore because I do have a bunch of extra bucks and I have some returns. So I don't know if I'm going to declutter this or not. I'm going to keep it for now, and if I replace it, I'll let y'all know. This I've had forever, and it still functions. This is the Anastasia brow powder. I have a lot of Anastasia products for my brows. I mean, I guess that's where she's kind of contained her base, is in her eyebrow products. So yeah, I've obviously hit pan in one of them. I use this to amp up my hairline. I use it in my brows. I've used it as like a tool to try and trace out a winged eyeliner because it's not terribly pigmented and it's fine. I've had this for so long. I've probably had this for 8 or 10 years, but it's still good. It's not causing me any irritation. It doesn't smell bad. It doesn't feel bad. So I am going to hang on to this. Rituel de Fille. This is one of their cream pot eyeliners. I can't remember what it's called. This is in the shade Apis, A-P-I-S. It's a really beautiful creamy pink. How do I feel about keeping this? You know, I don't feel like it's necessary for me to keep this. I really don't. It's beautiful, and I think a friend will enjoy it. I can saturate the top with rubbing alcohol to sanitize it, and I will just let my friends know that it's been used, it's been sanitized to the best of my ability, and if nobody wants it, then I will clean it out and I will recycle the packaging. Easy one. This is the Urban Decay Moondust Shadow in Cosmic. This is glorious. I made a mistake with Space Cowboy in that I depotted it. I didn't realize how much I liked having one of these in a regular single container because it's so much easier to reach for than digging Space Cowboy out of my individual shadows. So at some point I might replace Space Cowboy with one in its own component. But for right now, I am going to enjoy and love Cosmic as much as I can because it is gorgeous. And last, but certainly not least, we have these scattered light eyeshadows from Hourglass. So we have Ray, we have Blaze, and Reflect. Yes. So Ray is one that I have had for a very long time. I really enjoy this eyeshadow. It is such a natural, pretty brown on my eyes. If I want to do just a sultry brown eye, this is what I reach for. I don't do it often, but I like knowing that I have the ability to, and this is just so special. Reflect is this creamy beigey peach. It's got a little orange to it, but I find that it works really well layered on top, plopped in the middle to create like that little halo effect. I really like it. And then Blaze. Blaze is the same story, but it's a little more peach. It's got just a hint more orange. And if I want to do a warm eye look, this is where I go. These are so easy to use. They're relatively long lasting. I mean, I wore one to a wedding and I cried a lot because I cry at weddings. And it did wipe off with my tissue. I could see bits of sparkle. So it's not entirely bulletproof, but I don't remember if I used a primer either. So a sticky primer will really help these with the longevity, but I don't care. I don't care. I love them so much. They are going to stay. So I got rid of a couple and now I'm down to 5. That's a really good little number of single self-contained eyeshadows. Oh, 6. I forgot that I did decide to keep Boy Tears. So these are my Clionadh stained glass eyeshadows. I need to be really honest with myself about which one of these I use, which ones I'm willing to keep, and which ones I can sell. Because this is just so much, I find it overwhelming. So we're gonna touch on that possibly at the end of the video. And then this. So overall, I'm pretty happy with my collection of single eyeshadows. I can make some really interesting palettes. I have a lot of different textures and a lot of different colors in here. However, I am going to be decluttering 2 more Make Beauty products. So these are their single eyeshadows. I popped them out of their component. I still have the components. I popped them out thinking that if they were in here, I'd use them more. I was wrong. I'm not using them. I'm going to put them in that bundle of Make Beauty products to sell and be done with them because they're beautiful, but they are languishing and I'm not comfortable with that. So I'm gonna grab the components and I'll put these in my declutter pile. All right. One of these is Gleam and the other is Blaze. So the orange is Blaze. I forgot that I wrote the names on the back because they're depotable, but they don't put the name on a sticker on the back. So you just either have to remember which is which, or like I did, write it in with marker. So these two are gonna go. I want to pull out all of my like matte taupey eyeshadows because I think I can cull some of these down. All right, we have Rainbow Chrome Spatula. This is kind of a taupey gray. I just want to touch on the mattes. I know that these are individual eyeshadows, or not individual eyeshadows. These were blushes that I depotted during my depotting spree. And I'm going to, I know for sure, unfortunately, I am going to declutter Aurora from JD Glow. I wore this recently and I was just really unimpressed. It came off much more gold than I had hoped. And I don't want to reach for it. I don't want to use it. I think it will be better in somebody else's hands. I have a lot of friends who enjoy sparkly eyeshadows. And because this one has been swatched and used as much as it has, I don't think I can sell it. So I will put this in a magnetic palette and be prepared to pass it along to friends. I think I'm going to do the same thing with Urgent. You can see this pan has barely been touched. It's lovely. I'm getting this like interesting green to brown to gold while you're seeing like a bright pink. And I'm just not into that like browny greeny gold anymore. I don't like the way it looks on me. I might try to resell this one because it is in really good shape. And I do have sleeves from other pans that I can put this into to sell. Is there any, I don't want to pull these all out and swatch these. I'm going to do that with the Clionadh shadows, but I'm wondering if there's anything else that is calling to me to swatch it and get an idea of how I feel about it. Because I can look at these and know how each shadow performs. This is Moon Petal. This is from Shine by Esty. Yeah, I'm gonna declutter this one as well. It's just a little too stony gray. And that's not what I'm into these days. I like a little bit of grunge, but I like to get that grunge from greens and purples. And I don't like wearing the opposite side of the spectrum, which is like warmer shades, specifically golds and yellows. All right, let's swatch this bundle and see if there's anything that I feel like I can declutter, because this is a lot of matte shadows that kind of run in the same family. And I'd like to get my fingers into these and see how they perform. That is a beautiful pink blush that I could replace Kiss of Pink with from Bare Minerals. This is a beautiful pink blush that I can replace Kiss of Pink from Bare Minerals with. This is from the Balm. I seem to remember this is Pretty Brown. It is, and I don't think of it. I don't reach for it. I do remember that I have this one. I just don't reach for this one. So this one's going to go as well. Artemisia from Nabla. One of the softest, smoothest, purpley rose shades that I own. This is from Kaleidos. Okay, I've kept this in the past because it is so sultry. It's so, yeah, like just nude. And it's soft. But I don't reach for it. I think of my really shiny, special sparkly, glittery shadows, I don't tend to think of the mattes. I have a palette, 2 palettes full of really beautiful mattes that just pop out at me. This is Ethereal from Divina. At one point I was collecting material to do a video on some of these other indie brands, but I don't feel the need to keep this gray. This, I believe, is ColourPop. It's pretty much the same tone as the last one that I did declutter. And I don't know if I have anything like this in my other palettes. So just for the sake of in case, I'm going to keep this one. Wait. Oh, I already swatched Artemisia. It was that one. Okay. This, I'm not sure where it came from. It was depotted. I love this shadow. It is the raisiny brown of my grungy purple dreams. This may have been from Kaja. It may have been from one of those bentos that I decluttered. And that is still in lovely shape, and I like the color. It's a little more brown than everything else here. So yeah, this one can stay as well. So out of that collection of shadows, I'm decluttering 8. I'm decluttering 8, including the Make Beauty, and I'm keeping 5 of them. All right, I want to pull out my copacetic shadows because I feel like these just don't get used very much. I think about them, especially this one, but the rest of these, I want to give a good swatch and see how I feel about them. This is gonna make a mess. I also think this like army khaki green, that's gonna go as well. I believe this was another ColourPop shadow. All right, let's start with this one. This is Barbecue Baked Beans, which is the craziest name for an eyeshadow, but it came from a collection that was inspired by a cookout. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't use it. This is Farmer's Market. These are all from Copacetic. Now, I am going out more. I am using my sparkly, beautiful, reflective eyeshadows more. Long Farewell. I have used a fair bit of this. I like this one. It's really blue and reflective, and it just gives the prettiest sparkle. Bowling Alley. I don't think I'm going to keep Bowling Alley. It's a little too gold. It's a little too yellow. It's not going to stay. Transmutation. Oh, I feel like Homer Simpson. So this is similar to Long Farewell, but it does have this purple to blue reflect. Stunning. And then one of my favorite eyeshadows of all time. This one does live in my head. This is As the World Falls Down, which feels very appropriate for the time in which we live. And it is this gorgeous white reflective shadow. I use this as a topper. I've used it by itself. It is one of my favorite shadows. And if I ever run out or this breaks, I will be contacting Copacetic about making another one. So out of those 6 shadows, I kept 4. All right, so I think that's about it from this palette. I'm gonna put these away. Hello, this is my favorite eyeshadow. It's called Unexpected. It's beautiful. I think I might just need to pull out another palette that I'm okay giving away. Let's try one of these guys. All right, that fits pretty nicely. So far out of that palette, I'm decluttering 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shadows. All right, let's talk about these. Do I want to pop all of these out, or do I just want to examine them? I'm going to pop all of these out and swatch them. That needs to happen. That needs to happen. Whew. Okay, y'all. I have not counted how many I have. We should probably do that so I get a base number. And hopefully I will declutter a few of these because this just feels like so much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm separating these into groups of 10, so it's easier for me to keep track. 4, 5, 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 39. I have 39 individual Clionadh shadows. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pull out the ones that I love and I use the most, because those are not going to be on the chopping block. Bloodline. Excuse you. One of my all-time favorite shades. Abrasion. Again, really, really beautiful. Medieval. Opulent. Are we seeing a pattern here, folks? Oh, Trinket. Trinket, Trinket. All right, so these 5, I'll swatch them so y'all can see them, but they're not going to get decluttered. No way, Jose. All right, so this is Medieval. Look at that. Look at that. That's a purple. That is a purple. Trinket is this pinky peach with a blue reflect. Oh, it's so pretty. Abrasion. Nope, this is Grisaille. This is not Abrasion. Grisaille. This clear, transcendent blue. Oh, with a slight purple base. Bloodline. Ooh. So that is a green to gold shift, but for some reason it is just so flattering on me. I don't understand it. And then Opulent. Opulent is the closest thing I've gotten to a multi-chrome nude that is appropriate for everyday use. I am just in love with that shadow. It's so pretty. So those 5 are staying. I'm just gonna start grabbing and swatching and making decisions because that is what needs to happen. Ferric. So the pan is practically untouched, but I don't know why. It's because I have so many shadows. Ferric is more of a like Kelly green or a grassy green to a purple shift, and I really like it. Signet. Signet is guilty of this like green to gold thing that I don't love. So I'm going to declutter that one. Kiln Light. Look, I have tried so hard. I had the original Kiln that had a black base, and it was fine. Now you're seeing it as a bright pink, which would be lovely, but I'm seeing it as this grungy green to orange shift, and I don't love that. Archway. Archway, I seem to remember really liking because it falls into the same category as Opulent, where it's like appropriate for every day. It does have a little bit of a yellow gold shimmer, but I don't have a problem with this one. Wall of Ivy is one of those shadows that I lusted after, and you can see it's barely been used because it gets so swamped in my multi-chrome palette, but it is gonna stay. Sanctum, I don't remember Sanctum. It sure is pretty. It really is pretty. and I think if I keep it, I will use it. Bronze Fountain, I really like this. It falls into that green with a red base that I loved for a long time. It's got a lovely, it's orange, but it's got a really pretty shift, and I do like it. However, I want to give it another go. So that's the first 12. All right. All right, so gloaming. Phew, that's bright. That's really bright, and it's really pretty, and this would be a lot of fun to wear out. There's another iridescent over here. This is Light Fast. It seems to have a little bit of that orange to yellow. Yeah, no, that one's gonna go. Torch. Torch has been one that I've had. Torch is one I've had for a long time, and I've had really good experiences with. It's like a russet orange. It's not too bright compared to gloaming. It's got more pink in it. Palace. I so desperately want to like Palace. I just don't. I like the reflect better than the way it looks on my arm. It's got that like gack green to it. If y'all remember Nickelodeon back in the day. Vault. This is one of the more mellow multi-chromes. And it does have a bit of a grunginess to it, which I appreciate. Coronation. You'd think, given that this is like an orangey peach, that I would hate this. But I don't. It's got that same undertone. It's kind of an in-between gloaming and Torch. I use this. I use this when I'm making magnetic palettes. I use it quite a bit. So I am going to hang on to it. Emboss. I just don't know how I feel about this. It is I'd call it a Barbie pink. It's a pink with a blue reflect. It's really pretty. I think I'm past the phase where I like stuff like this. Cinder. Cinder I really like. I really like Cinder. Move up so y'all can see what's happening here. It is this bright pinky purple. It does have a little bit of an orange shift to it, but it's not too strong. And it doesn't have any yellow or like sickly green. Abrasion. You can see this one's got quite a dent. I love these blue to purples. This one definitely has more pigment than Grisaille. It's got more of that bright backing purple to blue. The shimmer is just a little less particulate. Roseline. Again, really raisiny with this gorgeous dark purple shift. Flare. Flare is gonna go. Flare is gonna go. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna put it in the to try pile and I'll make a decision later. I think this one might be going. This is Climbing Vine. This is a like gray purple to blue. I just don't love the undertones of this and I don't like what it looks like on my skin. Redox. I like Redox better than I like Climbing Vine. It's darker. It's got more purple, where Climbing Vine is more gray, which I don't love. Redox can stay. I'm going to clean off my arm and we'll come back. Okay, I have 13 left and I think I can do them all at once. So this is Effervescent. The reason it's in a different size palette is because it's from their Dragon Fruit collection. This is a great little one and done. It's a little yellow, but it's not obnoxiously so. Smolder Light. Again, this is one that I have tried so hard to like, and I just haven't. That one's gonna get decluttered. Synesthesia, I just bought last summer, and I haven't really had a chance to play with it, but it is this, again, really beautiful Kelly green that doesn't have much of a hard reflect. It's just shiny. I'm gonna put that in the to play with pile. Chalice. Chalice I've had for a long time, and I do use it. It's a little more grunge than just about everything else I have, and I like knowing that I have that option. That, and it's just been so worn down and used that I would feel bad trying to pass it along or sell it. Sunbeam. It's really bright. It's really beautiful. I just don't reach for it. I don't think about it. It's hardly been used. I can put together a small palette of Clionadh shadows and sell them, and they'll get more love than they do here. Line of Queens. Line of Queens I bought because someone at the Clionadh table at the Indie Polish and Beauty Expo told me it was like Wall of Ivy, and it's not. It's just not. I'm seeing like a gray blue to green yellow, but you're seeing a beautiful purple to gold. And I don't like this. I don't reach for it. It can go. Good gracious. Well, maybe I'll find one more to declutter and we'll make it an even 10. Scepter. Scepter is... I think Scepter's gonna go. I think it's gonna go. It's that yellow to pink shift that I'm just trying to get away from. So this is Solder. And this is another grungy green with yellow to a like really beautiful plummy shift. I wish I had a way to show y'all these, what these lay down as. It's just the way the light is hitting, you're getting only one perspective, but I am gonna keep that. Adornment. Yeah, that's gonna stay. That is lovely. That is like a bright blue to a light lavender. It's got a light lavender base with this bright blue, almost green shift. Exothermic. Again, Exothermic is another one of these like wearable nude multi-chromes. And it looks in the camera the way it does on my arm. It's this beautiful peachy, with a peach with a hit of bronze. It's beautiful. Oh no, it's also breaking up in the pan. Mosaic. Mosaic is a like russet orange to deep red. It's a really unique shadow in my collection. I don't have anything else like this, and I'm gonna keep it. Tracery, gorgeous shadow. Gorgeous, bright, neon purple. I wear this when I really want to make a statement. Bam, wow, kazam. Yes. Blaze, this is another one I've had a really long time and have a pretty good dip in. This is a warmer shadow, but it's not too orange or too yellow. It's a little more subtle. And last but not least is Shard. I have so many purples. I don't think this one really stands out. It's so similar to so many that I think I'm going to declutter that one too. Wow, that's a lot. I started with what, 39? And the pile to declutter is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 shadows. That is bonkers to me. I'm going to try and sell these. I'm not giving these to friends. I'm going to sell these because I know that people will buy them. And they're special enough that I want them to go to people who will appreciate them. I also would like to make a little bit of my money back. All right, we're going to pop these into a small palette. There we go. That fits perfectly. So one of the things that I've done in the past is try and organize these in this palette by color. And I think that that was a mistake because they do all kind of blend into each other. So I'm just going to pop these in here willy-nilly and see if that helps kind of break up some of the interference. I also like to leave these in like a stair-step pattern in case I need to get into one of these. I'm not sticking my tool into a shadow. That feels so much better. I feel like I can see things. I feel like I can identify things. And my brain is just not so overwhelmed. And I think that leaves me with 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20, 23, leaves me with 28. I'm good with that number. It's better than 39. And y'all, that will do it for this video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Please like, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. I really appreciate you spending this time with me. Please remember to take care of yourselves so you can take care of each other. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye, friends.